Hi everybody, welcome to Art to Heart. We are in Miami at the Red Dot Art Fair, and today we are here with artist Olesya. And Olesya, welcome to Art to Heart, welcome to Miami.
Thank you, Miami. Thank you, Red Dot Fair, for having me. It's an honor.
Yes.
I'm excited. I can't believe it.
Well, we are really impressed by these artists at such young age, creating such amazing works. And like I told you before, off cameras, I'm really in love with your work and the fact that you are bringing so many elements back from history. So I want you to tell us a little bit about it so the public knows about your work.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of layers to my work. It's not just oil on canvas or acrylic on canvas. It's everything. It's mixing old and new. I'm kind of like the visual DJ of modernity and the art history. Everything inspires me. Travels, great masters. Gustav Klimt is my huge inspiration. Then just color inspires me. I'm drawn by color, texture, very bold expression, and I just love playing with material. Just I feel like just acrylic on canvas is just not enough for me, so everything is glossed very intentionally. There's shine, there's smoothness, and then there's like again more texture. I get also the embroidery element that I just started using is a new addition to all of my collections, and that's kind of bringing back the completely traditional and being inspired by the old and again the new, because as you can see here, I love fashion, and I look at runway couture. The work they put into every gown is incredible. The embroidery, all this meticulous work. So that inspires me with color, and I embroider my canvases, my little flowers, accents, and bedazzle with genuine crystals. Um, but also, it's not just like the new, looking at the new and doing what's cool. I grew up watching my Ukrainian grandmother embroider amazing tapestry, like all these flowers. We just have like rugs and carpets and towels with beautiful, ornate, decorative, traditional elements. So I think it's been embedded in me like for forever. So it's subconscious that I pick up needle and get all these threads in front of me, gold threads, like super bright punchy colors, and start embroidering. So that becomes like a final touch to all the canvases. So everything is a lot of expression. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of soul. I feel like when you work with your hands, it's just all your soul goes into every single canvas, and that's my work. I pour all of it into each and one of these works. I hope that was brief.
No. We're not over yet. So tell us a little bit about your creative process from start.
Yeah,
Let's say that.
absolutely. Depending on what collection I'm working on, I have two collections at the moment. The third one is kind of a baby in incubation. The really famous one is the Kisses, the Lips, and the second one is the portraits, the floral princesses with blue jeans. So either one, really, it's a lot of research. I look at a lot of images, and then I just want to develop a story that I want to say. So with the Lips collection, let's say it's every, like you open your mouth, you tell a story. I want these lips on canvas to tell a different story every time. So it's these luscious, like voluptuous lips. They kind of look like they're sculpted, and then the story I craft around it is my new inspiration that comes from research and travel. And the process is really, I just take a brush. There's no like pencil outlines or anything. Like I intuitively like sculpt the lips on canvas with chunks of paint and huge brush. So the lips are first, and then whatever story I want to tell evolves around that. And then, I have layers and layers. The next day I come back to it and add more texture. So then it kind of like the story grows as days go on, and I add more color, texture, and finish with crystals, embroidery, and gloss. So that's really kind of like the layered process of this intimate story that I create. So.
And how's the day in your studio? How do you organize your time for painting and creating?
Wow, that's an amazing question. Being in my head is difficult. I want to start the day early. And if I do, I cannot paint in the morning, like no matter what. So I would do any business-related work for my art, and then I have to like exactly after 3 p.m. I'm on. It starts, and then I can go on till 3 a.m. or something, and it's I don't eat, I don't drink until I finish, and then I sleep, and then I wake up and I see something on canvas, and I say, "Wow, how did this happen?" That's a process a little bit.
And you're very young, of course, but did you always know you wanted to be an artist? Is it something that was with you since you were a baby?
Absolutely. I know it's kind of question. People kind of say, "Yeah, I always want to be an artist," but at 3 years old, my mom bought me oil paints, and I started. My first medium was oil, which is really interesting. So I did some kind of like Monet dot, like paysage landscapes, and I never stopped, and I always painted. I had started a career in graphic design and art direction, and I worked for a lot of amazing companies in the industry. But I was creating for someone else digitally, and all this time I said, I need to do my own. I need to do my own. So when I'm ready, I can do it full time, dedicate. I need to put these visions on canvas. So all my life. So even now, sometimes it's a challenging thing to be an artist. There's ups and downs. But what keeps me going is people love it, and that gives me just like that makes my heart sing. And then I just keep having these visions. I need to paint this. Oh, I'm thinking this. There's always something new in my head, so I can't stop. And so it's always been there from the beginning of my existence, and it just doesn't. It goes on. You can't explain that.
Okay, and we don't want you to stop. We want you to keep going. And speaking of that, tell us what keeps going in 2016. What's coming up?
Great. I am so excited. Every day I'm excited, but even more. So the lips are evolving, the kisses, the lips collection, but the new baby collection is the portraits, and I feel like portraits are important. You want to see expression in the eyes, the face, everything. So my portraits that I'm actually previewing here at Red Dot is a kind of the first piece in the collection. So there will be a lot of new portraits, some really fun stuff. So that's what I'm excited about. And I have two big shows in February, which are starting in New Orleans. Starting New Orleans and then take over the world slowly. So lots of great plans. This is kind of kicking it off to 2015 into 2016. So.
Exciting. So for those who want to watch and see the next series, what is your website so they can log on?
Website would be Olesya, Olesya .squarespace.com. And then my Instagram, where I live and breathe Instagram, it's artist, like word artist, and then spell my name Olesya. So that's my Instagram. You can see everything I do every day and into the next year. Yeah.
Thanks so much for your participation. It's an honor to have you here and
It's an honor to
represent your works.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to log in to the artist website and support the arts, and see you next time. Ciao.